Hey y'all, it's Kate from the Apothecary and welcome back to my channel. Today we're here to talk about Breath of the Dragon by Fonda Lee and Shannon Lee. This is book 1 in their brand new YA fantasy duology that's based on characters and teachings of Bruce Lee. Shannon Lee is Bruce Lee's daughter and this book was so good. This was just released out in January, I believe it was. I pre-ordered it because Fonda Lee is a auto-buy author for me and the cover was fire. I didn't expect it to come with the blood red sprayed edges, but I love it. That's become a new fascination of mine and I love them. So my general thoughts of this book, of course, that it was amazing. It felt like the perfect collaboration of Bruce Lee's philosophical and martial arts theories with Fonda Lee's exciting and brilliant writing. These characters are so much fun and the fights and matches are so well written that I could just visualize them in my head as if I was watching a Bruce Lee film. A spoiler-free summary for what this book is all about. A 16-year-old young dreams of proving his worth as a warrior in the Elite Guardians tournament, held every 6 years, to entrust the magical scroll of Earth to a new protector. Eager to prove his skills, Young hopes that a win will restore his father's honor, righting a horrible mistake that caused their banishment from his home, his mother, and his twin brother. But Young's father strictly forbids him from participating. There is no future in honing his skills as a warrior, especially considering Young is not breath-marked, born with a patch of dragon scales and blessed with special abilities like his twin. Determined to be the next guardian, Young stows away in the wagon of Chang and his daughter Ren, performers on their way to the tournament. Now, let's get into my ratings because I have so much to say about this, but as is usual, a lot of what I have to say is kind of spoilerish. So I'm just going to jump right into my thoughts on all of these different categories. Our characters, like I said, I loved our characters so much. I thought all of our characters were so well written and they felt authentic to me. They felt like real people that you could get behind and cheer behind, except for, of course, the villains, the bad guys, but they were so three-dimensional and well-developed that at times, maybe you even wanted to cheer for some of our villains. Atmosphere and setting, these were just perfect. This felt like a grand martial arts tournament with monumentally important outcomes. And as I mentioned before, I could just see and hear and feel and smell everything about this setting and the atmosphere, just like it was a Bruce Lee film. Our writing style, look, everything in this book was exciting for me. It was easy to read and addicting. One more page turned into one more chapter, which turned into one more hour of reading. And it felt like the perfect collaboration of Fonda Lee's brilliant writing and her amazing ability to capture these fight scenes time and time again with Shannon Lee's teachings of her father Bruce Lee and his philosophical theories and his martial arts styles. It was just absolutely fantastic all the way through. Our plot was brilliant. Just when I thought it was too early for something to happen, there was a twist to explain why we thought that was too early and what was really happening, and I should have just trusted Fonda Lee with this whole thing. I, for just a very quick moment, thought, oh gosh, what is she doing? This is way too early. But then as soon as I finished that thought, it was resolved. So plot was brilliant. Intrigue, I was truly intrigued by every page. And I know I say that a lot in these reviews, but in this case, and well, honestly, in almost all of the cases, it's really true, but I was on the edge of my seat. I had to know what was going to happen next, and I can't wait for book 2. Logic, I never questioned the logic in this book. It all made 100% perfect sense for me, and I was there the whole way through. Enjoyment, as you can tell, I loved everything about this book. I can't wait for book 2 in this duology and see where Young's adventures take him and how he comes out of the bind that he found himself in essentially at the end of the book. Fonda Lee kind of left us with partial closure in that one book, but also partial cliffhanger. You know, the story that was told in book 1 was wrapped up, but then we had this last chapter that kind of led us into book 2. And for me personally, that's a perfect way to wrap up a book 1 or a book in a series, unless it's the very end of the book series. It was great. I love it because it wrapped up that story, but it also gave us more to look forward to in the future. So can't wait for book 2. I know we gotta wait because book 1 just came out, but I am ready for book 2 whenever Fonda and Shannon Lee are ready. If you have read this book, let me know in the comments below. What did you think of it? What did you love? What did you not love? Tell me all the deets in the comments below. As always, keep reading, and I love you all to the moon and back. Bye.